We're about to start the first chamber of the new Abyss featuring Triple Kinky. Don't blink or you're going to miss it. Following our C1R1 God Mode Arlecchino, we're here to do C6R5. This one will be slightly different from our typical C6R5s because I actually want to go through the constellations so we can actually see what happens at our different constellation levels. We've already extensively talked about C1, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. Before we go any further, we should actually finish this Arlecchino, starting of course with getting her up to level 90. Triple crowning of course. Nice 238% Mask of Red Death multiplier there. Bale Moon Rising, her ultimate going up to 666% multiplier, and finally her elemental skill 240% with the cleave damage. Of course, we got to max out her signature as well. Let's see what happens to those multipliers. Huh, okay, weird. Typically what I see from Genshin is that the blue or green numbers, whatever, get doubled at R5 versus R1, but here they get over doubled, giving us an 84% damage bonus. So let's go ahead and refine that. And there's the weapon to 90 as well. If we want to truly max her, I guess we should give her signature set. We do happen to have some insanely cracked pieces like this flower here, which is literally perfect. No crit rate, but it really doesn't matter. It's still good. Same can't be said about the plume. We do have some decent ones, but nothing insane. We'll probably keep this one because it didn't hit flat HP there. I'm gonna roll a couple more that have promise and we'll see. 11.3 plus 40 EM. It's definitely a contender. We do have a very nice looking attack stance here, so we're gonna go ahead and roll this one. Hope it doesn't roll too much. What? Okay, that is a godly attack stance. And literally all 10 of our circlets are crit damage. So yeah, we can see if we have anything really good here. Attack EM and crit rate sounds pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and max that. Ooh, like at least 3 rolls into HP, I think. That was unfortunate. Still bad. Ouch. No. No, dude. 1400 flat HP. No, come on. I think we'll just go good old Lava Walker Circlet for that 18% crit rate there, and that probably is enough. Yeah, I mean, our build is actually looking not bad. Pretty similar to God Mode, actually. Maybe even slightly better. And of course, because our signature set is a little better than Gladiator, we will be more or less sticking with this same team, Benny, Kazuha, Yelan. So I do want to do one quick Mercenary run now that we have R5 weapon. What are we getting? What are we getting? 400k normal. That was 100% of 400k. Oh my God, we're still at C1. The R5 weapon, the crown to normal, and just the better stats overall, and her signature set definitely did something. We were getting some numbers that were getting close to 300k on God mode, but that was like first try 399, so pretty insane. So we're gonna move on to C2 now. I do believe this will change a bit how I use her. We'll also get a pretty big 900% attack here as we absorb the debuff. So we'll try and see what kind of damage that does, and hopefully we can vaporize it, but I'm not really sure right now because we're gonna have to, you know, attack first to do a charge attack. So I mainly just wanna see how that works. Yep. It is a fully upgraded Blood Debt, like just from the frame it spawns. Let's absorb it. Oh, okay, that was at 900%. We got an 85k no buffs. I of course do want to try and see what that is with buffs. Might be a little tough though. 237, I don't think that was Vaporize. I would imagine close to 500k with Vaporize. In the specific team I'm in right now, I don't really see the benefit of Blood Debt being immediately upgraded because I kind of want to start with her to swirl anyway with Kazuha and then wrap back around to her. In other teams where there's not Kazuha, I would probably just end with her and just do everything she does at once. Not much need to show C3, I suppose. It's just normal attack skill levels. We can quickly check out her C4 though. 2-second burst cooldown reduction and 15 energy. We do have a little bit less than ideal energy recharge, so this should actually help with that quite a bit. So we are just gonna go ahead and start with doing her ultimate. So that's gone, and then sure, we're gonna just do this and absorb. Yeah, I mean, we're like back at over half energy already. I don't think C4 by itself is all that good, but in conjunction with C5 and C6, I think it makes a big difference. C5, of course, upgrades her burst levels, and then C6 gives her a massive boost to her ultimate damage. We kind of figured out with God mode, she scales very hard with Bond of Life, but I think before we actually get her C6, I do want to do a couple of bursts at C5 here, just to see what the difference is. It's a little hard to get Arlecchino's burst to vaporize because Kazuha's burst infused with Pyro keeps taking off the Hydro. So I think what we're gonna do is just not do his burst for this comparison. Obviously we are losing some damage there, but that shouldn't really matter. All right, here we go. Please, oh, I mean, it was pretty good, 176. I was honestly expecting a bit more since, you know, her burst is at level 13. We'll do it a couple more times just to make sure that number is consistent. All right, here we go. This should do it. Please stop blocking. That should be a vaporize. Was that a 500? Was that a 509? Oh, I think I know what just happened. That was her C2 because she also absorbs the debuff on ultimate. So I guess that is one way to vaporize it, but how the hell would we vaporize both of them? I don't think we can. I guess the plan in this case would just be to immediately absorb the debuff if we want to vaporize the burst so that her C2 doesn't proc at that point. All right, here we go. Here we go. 374 now. That definitely was not C2. That was just her pure burst. Why did that do so much more though? Maybe the first one didn't vaporize. This one is 141 non-critical. This one is 125 non-critical. This one is 141 non-critical. Okay, that's very close to a different one we had already. I've also decided to not do these at full bond of life, just the bond of life we get from 1E absorb, which is still nearly full bond of life. Like you can see that here. And that is 374. I'm pretty sure we've already seen the 374, so which actually is very impressive before C6. I'm very curious to see what we get doing the exact same thing, but just with C6 now. We also will get a pretty much permanent 10 crit rate, 70 crit damage for her normals and burst. So obviously 70 crit damage will do something for the burst, but I feel like the bigger thing is this that scales with Bond of Life. But let's just go ahead and get the C6. All right, cool. Get Binny burst, get Yelan burst in there. Make sure he has Hydro on him before we do burst, which he does now. So here we go. Kaboom. Yep, that was a million. Let's go. Oh my God. I was kind of expecting it, to be honest. So if we're just gonna take that at face value, we can say her C6 literally tripled her burst damage. I obviously do want to do a couple more runs just to get a better idea. And then of course we're gonna try it with full Bond of Life and see if that makes a big difference or not. Oh, also she gets like something stabbing through her shoulder. Oh, that's a wing. Okay. I don't think that was there at C5. So that indicates when we're getting the crit rate, crit damage. Kaboom. Yep. 1,090,000, I believe that is. Now I want to try it with a full Bond of Life. Make sure he's implanted with Hydro. Go to Arlecchino. Make sure you're in Binny Burst and 1.28. Damn. Damn. Just that little amount of Bond of Life, like 250k damage. That's crazy. Also, I should mention on most of those attacks, we weren't even taking advantage of the 4-piece set here because we were basically just swapping into her to do her burst. I do also want to observe what her normal attacks are doing now. So, let's see, 250. Yeah, oh, 450. Okay. 425, yes. Casual, like 500,000s. At the end there, it slowed down a bit because Binny Ring went away and so did Kazuha's buffs. Yeah, whatever. I think you get the point. Her normal attacks are stupidly strong. We actually do have a new Abyss here. As far as the blessing goes, this Abyss definitely favors her because all pyro reactions reduce the enemy's res by a good 30%. 11 and 12 have been changed though. We're back to target defense and then so many different enemies in second half of Chamber 2 here, including pyro stuff. So since we're going to be trying to solo Abyss with her, that obviously wouldn't be great. And then Chamber 3 here, we do have some cryo stuff, so I definitely throw her in first half. But yeah, overall seems like a pretty normal floor 11, except for Chamber 2 with its massive variety of different enemies in second half there. More importantly, what's going on floor 12? Oh, okay, there we go. Both sides are AoE. I'm really not sure if she can solo the Magu trio though. Chamber 2, we still have Coppelius. Apparently this boss will just be a permanent addition to every Abyss, but okay. Then unfortunately we have Pyro Agents in second half, which have a lot of Pyro res, so that's bad. Violet Lightning, you know, Pyro's pretty good against them though. Okay, I don't think she can solo the Inquisitus because it will get a Pyro Shield at one point and then we just kind of have to wait. And I don't think there's going to be enough time for that. So I think we would definitely have to go first half and see if we can take care of the triple kinkies. We are going to be attempting to solo the entire Abyss with her, starting with floor 9 just to warm up a bit and to just try and kind of figure out how best to time her ultimate, if just for healing purposes or also damage. What kind of damage do we get solo? We are going to absorb that immediately pretty much and just start going ham. I mean, like, dude, still 80k completely solo, no buffs. Obviously we're getting like some quarter millions when we vaporize those guys. I kind of wish I did this a day earlier so the Abyss didn't change yet. I would have loved to solo those floor 11 water bubbles. That is so crazy. She's still doing like 100k. I just saw a couple 100Ks on those guys, and it can't be stated enough how fast she's actually attacking with those numbers, dude. That is stupid. What was that? No. Yeah, so here we're gonna start with the defense ley line stuff. This might be a little hard because she doesn't have any really crowd control stuff, so we gotta just go around killing them as fast as we can. We're gonna go and do our burst here to reset her E and get some more stuff there. So far so good. There's 24 enemies here though, Jesus. We're still at 93%, so since we actually have a real team in second half, as long as we stay above like 80%, we should be totally fine. I think we're still above 90% actually. Yes, 91. Should be totally fine. These guys are doing a lot of damage to it though. I think we can get through it though, because there's only 7 enemies here. Oh yeah, we have to absorb the debuff. God, still not perfectly used to her, honestly. And then I guess once our bond of life becomes like a little bit weaker, we're gonna just do the burst for damage there, because that also resets our E's cooldown. For now, let's get through this floor. We have 13 enemies here, just a bunch of those different elementals. I don't think it'll be a problem for my, you know, basically strongest team here with Nuvolette and co. Hilichurl rogues to start. They can be pretty annoying. Oh, I mean, with Farina, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, even when he starts flying. We do have a second one. Okay, a bow user probably would have been nice here. Since it was floor 11, I didn't really pay attention to it too much. But now for the real stuff, floor 12. I will, of course, be showing some full teams with Arlecchino after the solo run as well, because she is actually an insane character. For second half, we're just going Nuvolette and then Shanling in case we need to take care of the shield down here. But yeah, let's just get started and see what we can do. We're actually going to start with our burst, do a little bit of damage there, and then reapply that and absorb. And then just like keep normal attacking for now. Dude, the middle one is like almost dead already, but I kind of want to actually focus on this one because yeah, he's pretty annoying. He does a lot of damage. I really would like to wait until we get her skill back. Okay, now burst. That should be a full heal and a lot of damage. Yes, and now we can reapply this and reabsorb. Ice one is almost gone. Okay, they're both gone. It's just this green one left. No. Okay, let's just burst. Heal back up. Get this. Absorb it. Yes. Wow. That was so much easier than I thought it would be. She is absolutely insane. Even solo, dude. This fight was a little tough with the Mirror Maiden and such, but definitely not too bad. Anyway, moving on to Chamber 2 now. We got the Coppelia guys. I feel like this one will probably be harder. We're gonna just start with her burst again, honestly, so we can re-get that. Oh no. Oh god, we have to avoid those. They are dancing. When they're dancing, yeah. I feel like in this case we might just want to save our burst to heal when it's really necessary. Unless we're like super close to getting her E back. Okay, we're like super close. Let's just do that. And then, hey, what? Iframes? Where are iframes? She died while doing burst? That's so funny. It must be because of the ping. That was just unfair. All right, we can go ahead and do her E and then burst and then do another E and then absorb it. So we're at full health now, which is good. We basically just got to keep an eye on that one back there, throwing the blades and try and dash at the appropriate time there, which we actually did. Very cool. We're gonna go and do the burst again because yeah, we're getting hurt. She's going back there, but he's almost gone. Oh, he got the shield. No, wait. No. Oh, that was so dumb. We're doing okay so far. We're just gonna go ahead and burst again. And I think that should probably do it here. Yes. That was not very hard, actually. Definitely took a few tries, but half of them I felt like were just unfair. Let me see here. Yeah, these two Violet Lightnings are definitely proving to be a little bit of a challenge with, because we don't really have Shanling's ultimate all the time. It's still working out fine, but yeah, definitely is taking longer than I would have liked it to. I'm sure the team I'm running isn't that great for it, but we got through it anyway. I basically just wanted to take my Nuvolette team and slot Shanling in there for Pyro. So anyway, here we go. The final chamber. I kind of forgot what's going on here. We do have these dudes to start, which, I mean, we're gonna go and do our ultimate. So far, just like some normal enemies, which is funny. There are 10 of them though, so okay. She is still like ripping through them so fast. Yeah, I mean, that was it. How long did that take? Completely solo. Less than a minute. All right, cool. And now we have this guy, which I guess is probably gonna be harder, but we'll see. He is starting with a pyro shield, which is actually good. I mean, if we could get Shanling's burst eventually, she's most likely not even built properly, as most of my characters. I mean, we still are gonna get through it, but it wasn't very elegant. I guess, for lack of a better word. But yeah, okay, that was solo floor 12. Definitely one of the easiest times I've had, probably since Nuvolette and Risley. Like, that was a walk in the park. It goes without saying C6R5 Arlecchino is absolutely stupid, but do you want to see something even more stupid? That's right, we're going in with a full team. I got some advice from my theory crafter friend for some possible like super fast, strong C6R5 Arlecchino teams, and we're gonna be trying those. With 300 ping, this might take a few tries. So for the team I wanna showcase, we actually need a 4-star artifact set. Yes, these. We need the 4-piece instructor. I don't have that because I just threw away all my 4-star sets. Thankfully, I never opened my domain reliquary stuff, so we don't have to actually go farm. And who gets this set? Charlotte. We're gonna go and raise them just for some stats, but it doesn't really matter. The only thing we really need is the 4-piece set. Upon triggering an elemental reaction, increases all party members' elemental mastery by 120 for 8 seconds. So we are going for a bit of a melt Arlecchino here. This is basically just purely speedrun. So we also have Binny and Kazuha here, but for the triple kinkies, we're not even going to use them. Here we go. Just for the record, that attempt took me like an hour, and here's my full genuine reaction once it finally worked. Yes! Yes! When it comes to speedrunning, ping is pretty important. I've been trying my VPN and the lowest I can get it is about 270. It is a very simple thing, but there are so many variables that can cause one or more of them just to not die. And secondly, because we're playing on such a high ping, we had to do a Kazuha E right at the beginning that didn't do anything just to interrupt the blue one's dash attack. And that's specifically because we have high ping. If we just had normal like 20 millisecond ping, we wouldn't have even needed to use Kazuha. So we're gonna be trying Coppelia as well. Unfortunately, we start with Kazuha, which does lose some time because we have to swap to Arlecchino first. Yes, okay. That one worked pretty damn well. I'm not sure it was sub 10, we're gonna check. No, it was like 11 seconds, whatever, I don't care. That was still pretty good for me, you know? I'm not a speedrunner, and I always have the excuse that we're playing with a bunch of ping. And now the final chamber. Unfortunately, this one's not gonna be so simple because they come in waves. Yeah, that unfortunately was the best I could do after several attempts. I'm not that happy with it, but that's, I guess, my current skill level. But okay, we can go ahead and leave for now. The triple kinkies were awesome though. I think the Coppelia fight went pretty good. So I'm happy enough with that. It's literally been 5 hours I've been here recording now. That'll do it for the C6R5 Arlecchino showcase. But yeah, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna go now. Like, subscribe if you want. See ya.